everybody. I am just making sure everything is set to public and give you a few minutes to get in and say hi. I hope you're all having a good night tonight. Let's see. It is Sunday night, April 18th. I am Heather Ellen of Comics and More New Jersey. I hope you all can hear me and see me okay. Let me know. And hopefully this is going out everywhere it's supposed to be. Been having some technical difficulties, so it's always worth checking and making sure it's all going good. If you are able to give a share out, and always give a like if possible. Hopefully you had a good weekend. I've still been dealing with the weather, so I'm a little bit slower. I've had some bad flare-ups, unfortunately, but I'm definitely feeling better, and I took my mom to a garage sale this weekend, so she was really happy. Well, hey, Nita. Hi, Dan. How are you both tonight? Don't forget, drop your social media links, anything you want to help promote of yourself or anybody else's. Give out some love. I am Heather Ellen of Comics and More New Jersey, and this is Comics, Chaos, and Sass, because, you know. I'm part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. If you are not familiar with them, check them out. The link to the page is right in the description. There's an amazing lineup of talented and fun conversations and podcasts. Give them all some love and make sure to follow them down all the way through to their YouTube channels. And definitely check each one out, subscribe, and share. And while you were on the description, I listed a couple of groups. If you're able to go through and check them out, those are some of the wonderful people that have been very supportive of me and or they are my groups. So give them some love, check them out. So how is everybody doing tonight? I think people are starting to get back to real life. They are not on the videos as much and podcasts as much. I think people are finally escaping. Nita says, stalk me anywhere, and that is her link tree. If you don't have a website or you're not as familiar, Linktree is definitely a great place to start. You can get a free one or you can go pro, but you can keep all your social media links together and give out the one website. Highly recommend. It is an amazing thing to do, and it's easy to remember. And Dan said, you just have to search my name on Amazon, Bandcamp, or Facebook, and it's Dan Hollyfield. Hi, Brian. It's nice to see you. And he's fine and appreciate asking. So did you guys do anything fun this weekend? Anybody have a good week or weekend? I've kind of missed everybody. I have not been as social as I used to be. For the last couple of weeks, I've had a little bit on my plate. I think the chaos has calmed down, but you know, it's part of my life, which is why chaos is part of the podcast and the group Comics and More Chaos. So Brian, if you have not subscribed to Brian's YouTube channel, give him some love. He also has multiple shows. You have to go check out the lineup on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. and find him, and he is on pretty much every day. And if there's a day that he's not on, you just have to go back and watch one of the many episodes you've missed. He is part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network and helps promote many of the indies and creative, talented people that are out there. We all try to push and promote each other. Anita says, no, it's been miserable. I haven't seen my wife in days. Oh no. How is Meredith doing? For those that you don't know, Nita is part of Ragin with Meredith, and they are on every day. It could be a little bit of everything, a little bit of nothing, but it's a lot of fun. You may see them eat maggots, or you may see them torture each other. You never know what you're going to see when you pop on them. Brian says, fun. I'll be having more fun next weekend. I'm at Big River Comic-Con in Hannibal, Missouri, April 23rd to 24th. See their Facebook page for details. Yes, that is awesome. I can't wait to see pictures. Brian, you're going to take lots of pictures and post, right? So I can share them out. If you're able to, if you have events coming up, part of this tonight is promoting where you are going to be and what you're up to. So if you're able to drop any links, any events coming on, then give us dates. Tell us where you're going to be. Tell us any shows that may be going on that you're aware of, that even if you can't attend. Hey, Steph, how are you? And Brian is a guest with author Amy Hale of Creative as Hale and Eric S. Hawkins' Zombiful World of Oz. When are you a guest for the event, or are you going to be on a show? Are you going to be with them at the con? Carl, sorry, Facebook locked up on me and I couldn't get in. Yeah, someone tried to get into my Facebook once again. So went through the whole lockdown thing. It was always a fun time. Hey, Christian, The Legend of Traveling TARDIS. This is the YouTube channel you need to follow. He has amazing podcast, and they talk about Doctor Who and all sorts of cool stuff. So if you have not subscribed to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, do so now. And Brian will take lots of pictures. None of them I can post. Probably not. I would get a Facebook ban, and I'm trying really, really, really hard to stay out of trouble. She's tied up with moving and still not available to stream. Oh, hopefully the moving will be done soon and she'll be settled. And here is Christian's link for his YouTube channel. While you're also at it, you should check out the Facebook page, The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, and follow up there. And tied up. Yes, I did get that. I did, Nita. I'm not going to go there because I will so make you blush. And it is so much fun to make you blush, but I know you don't like it as much as I do. And Christian says, less than 100 away from reaching our 1,000 goal on YouTube. That is amazing. Christian, when did you just launched it recently? It was, I want to say, in January. So it hasn't been up long, but I could be wrong on the date. You've done really, really well with growing that number. No, Carl, no one mentioned the Peoria show. So do you have the dates? And if they have a Facebook link or an event link, please feel free to drop it. Hi, Facebook user. What is going on, everyone? If you click on the StreamYard, you're probably coming in through the group. So if you are able to go click the link in the top of the description, that allows StreamYard to access your Facebook name so that I see who I'm talking to. And 2 bookings coming up. Yes, I definitely need to know who you are so we can give a shout out and also drop out where you're going and bookings, events, and cons. So Brian is a guest at the Big River Comic-Con, and the 3 of them will be causing all kinds of trouble and probably be broadcasting. Now that sounds fun. You'll have to check him out and follow along and see what kind of trouble the three of them get into. I mean, it could be some good, clean fun. It could be some cuffs. You never know with this crowd. Ooh, bondage. Absolutely. Check out some shibari. That's always good to have. Hi, Michaela. Michaela Jade is an author and also part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. You'll have to check out her YouTube channel and her Facebook page, along with she has a group to follow along. Michaela, you've been doing a lot of events and cons. What do you have coming up that you can give us some dates so they know where to find you and they can meet you in person and pick up your books and get an autograph? And pictures. Always need the pictures. Brian says, I'll be posting those pics on Christian Basil's Pornhub account. You know, that'll just give Christian money. You realize that, right? He'll make money from it. PowCon on May 29th to 30th on 2020 in Wayne, New Jersey. And the New Jersey's Collector Fest on June 13th in 2021 on Wayne also. Yes, Facebook has been giving everybody issues. I think they're trying to deal with updates. It was down for a little bit, so launched it 2 months ago. So yeah, you've really grown it quickly. It is only April, and you've only had it up for 2 months, and you've already almost at 1,000 subscribers. So he obviously has some really good content and a huge fan following. If you like Doctor Who, you definitely want to check him out. And throw some questions, you know, when they're live, throw some really wild questions and see how they react. One of the only times that the elusive Carl will be in public, May 29th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in Peoria, Illinois at the Civic Center downtown. Cannot find a link. Well, if you find a link later, if you just drop it into the chat, that would be awesome. I'd appreciate that. And okay, hi Gianni. Okay, I kind of figured with the locations of North Jersey that it might have been you. So you want to check out Gianni, drop your links so that people can find you and then follow you, and then they can go see you in North Jersey coming soon. Brian says, and there's a scoop for you, Heather. I'm going to be a guest at Halloween Con on Halloween weekend in Dalton, Georgia. Oh, that is awesome. Congratulations. That'll be a lot of fun. I can't imagine how awesome Halloween Con is. I have never been. My first show coming up May 29th is the Peoria Civic Center for the Independent Authors Book Expo. Now that sounds fun. Who doesn't like Doctor Who? Well, Joseph, have you subscribed to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS? If not, you definitely want to do so. And Joe Dog got out of Facebook jail tonight, and they're running scared of what he might say next. Yeah, it's rough when you're in Facebook jail, especially when you're in there for a while. He's been on lockdown for a couple of weeks, hasn't he? Has it been 30-day ban? And I'll be at the Indie Author Book Expo with Michaela and Carl and other cool kids. That sounds like so much fun. I so wish I could go see you guys. Looking forward to seeing more cons come. I know that Super Jersey Expo is in August. I'm very much looking forward to it. I will actually be there. And yeah, 30-day ban. That really sucks. And there is Gianni's link is highlandpopmedia.com. So go over to his website, follow him up, check out all his social media, and give him some love. And there is the Facebook page. Are there any upcoming cons on the West Coast, specifically California? I don't know of anything happening here. I know San Diego is doing a special small one, but I can definitely take a look and see what I can find. Anything that you do come across, if you'll share with me, we can get it into the Comics and More Chaos group. I'd really appreciate it. And there is Gianni's Instagram, Highland Pop Media, and his Twitter account. Very cool. Awesome, Gianni. I know you were getting your everything together. How is your book coming? And there is his Etsy shop. Okay, so who else knows of cons and events coming up? I know there's been a lot out there. They're all just starting, and everybody's getting really excited to actually see people again. It's been way too long. Black Label Con in August in Philly. Joseph Bruno will be photographing as a guest photographer with Seymour 09. It's a great team. Awesome people. If you are going to the Black Label Con, you definitely need to go look for Joseph and Seymour and say hi for me. If I'm not there, maybe I can actually get to that one. I'm not that far from Philly, and that's one I would love to attend. Which ones? The Adventure of Botanic number 4 or the Chopper number 17? Both of them. How are they coming along? I know you were working on them the last time I chatted with you, but it's been a little while since I've caught you online. Tell us a little bit how it's going. And Joseph, how are you feeling? Are you back to feeling human yet? And have you worked on any projects or any events? It was great last time. We were hoping to go in August, but then, life, COVID. So I'd really like to go this year. I have a feeling August is going to be a very, very, very busy month for me. Hey, Teresa, how are you? Teresa's also an author. If you give her some love, Teresa, drop your social media links so they know where to find you and learn more about you. There is Joseph's Smug Mug. You can check it out. COVID Heroes, the latest project. Tell us about that project, Joseph. And Carl says, I just got my room for Priora for the night before the show, and that sounds nice. I miss traveling. MegaCon Orlando in August. I cannot wait. I know you and Meredith, and there's a pretty big group of you that I know is going to be there. I sadly cannot make it to that one. I'm glad. I'm glad you're mostly getting better. It's gradually coming along. I'm glad to hear they're both gradually coming along. Hey, every bit forward is a step in the right direction. Sometimes we take little tiny, millimeter steps, and sometimes we take big leaps. It's always just looking forward and getting there. I know. Doesn't mean I won't make it out there another time, just not this year. Joseph had a COVID-related stroke, a week in ICU, but when I was up to, I started photographing some of the nurses and doctors. Oh, wow. I definitely need to check that out. Thank you for sharing my YouTube video. You are absolutely welcome. By the way, I love the outfit. If you have not seen Michaela Jade's Friday video, you have to go take a look. And share the broadcast on Facebook. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Donna said, say hi since she's sick with a sinus infection 2 days. Oh, no. Donna, I hope you feel better. I take it Carl's going to give me a break on your dragon name, but I really hope you feel better soon. Sending you lots of hugs and love and positive, healthy vibes. Thanks for sharing, Joseph. Hit us up. Absolutely. You guys should talk. I have a feeling you might know some of the same people, and you may never know if you guys can work together on something. I can, Gianni. I can see you now. Awesome. If it's weird when the group posts through the Comics and More Chaos page, they seem to have you guys hit that button. But if you're coming on to say hi right from my page when I'm broadcasting, that's not an issue. I don't understand why. Welcome to Facebook and StreamYard. Ooh, Carl, give Donna a hug from all of us. Absolutely. I register with StreamYard. Yeah, every time you check with somebody on live, when you are hopping on through a group, it seems you always have to go click that link that allows StreamYard to see your Facebook. They don't like talking to each other on certain streams, which doesn't make any sense, but neither does Facebook half the time. Is there any other events that you know are coming up? Is there any projects you want to share? Any shout outs you want to give? Now's the time. Read it out. I don't want to keep you guys all night tonight. I know you have lives. Should be performing at MegaCon. We're finalizing everything with the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. I am so excited for you. That'll be a lot of fun. I have been bringing her food and drink, but that's all the close I'm getting to her, just in case. Well, when she's feeling a little more human, you can give her the hugs and kisses. Until then, you can wave and just tell her we said hi. And we miss her. Hey, Ted, how are you? So Ted Davies Artistry says, good evening. Ted has a show that goes on, and you can find him on Facebook and on YouTube. So hit that subscribe button. He is part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, and you could find his schedule right on the Facebook page, Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Link is right in the description, and make sure to follow him on all his platforms. And there we go. I don't have the date yet, but J1 Con in Atlantic City should be going off this year. I have no idea. I haven't seen the dates for that yet. So we'll definitely have to check that out and see what else is coming out that I might be missing. Brian says, I'll be talking with Ted Sakura Bloom this Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on Clever Title Pending. Bring your questions and subscribe to us on YouTube, please. Definitely hit subscribe and then click that remind button when it gets closer so you don't forget. You want to get those notifications. You want to hit like and always share. Gianni says, I'm supposed to be at Super Jersey Comic Expo, but they haven't got back to me with any information about whether I still have my table or not. When I talked to them a while ago, I confirmed that I still had my table that I had booked, and it wasn't a problem. So I would just reach out to them. They're probably a little busy with some chaos of life, and make sure you're still good. But as far as I know, I was still good, and I'm looking forward to being there. And Brian says, hey, Ted, hey, I hear you have a Kickstarter coming up, right? Always promote. Absolutely, Ted. Drop your links so everybody can be reminded when your Kickstarter launches. Dan says, there will be a virtual LibertyCon in 67 days. I'm on at least one of the writing panel. The schedule isn't finalized yet. Dan, when you have that, if you will share it to me or share it into the Comics and Chaos group, I'm trying to figure out a way that we can kind of get all the cons and events set up together a little bit easier to follow, so we don't miss any we're looking for in the locations we're looking for. Another project when I have a breathing moment. Same thing with the Big Apple Comic Con. Do you know when the Big Apple Comic Con is? And this is at the Showboat. Okay, that was the J1 Con. So this one is going to be at the Showboat. So we'll have to check it out and see if there is when the dates are and if it's coming up. I'd like to try to get to some of the local cons. I live in New Jersey, so I travel pretty much to Atlantic City, North Jersey, and around South Jersey and Philly. But if I can escape, I would love to go to New York and some other semi-local areas. I could always go visit some friends if I can escape long enough. Does anybody have anything else they want to promote? I don't want to keep you guys on here too long. I know everybody is burning the candle at both ends, trying to get caught up with life now that some things are open and people are getting vaccinated, along with keeping up with their normal work when, we didn't have to get dressed to leave the house and we could work in our PJs all day. Yes, Joseph, we're in the same area. I heard there was a convention at the shore that was poorly attended. I did not hear about that, Gianni, but hopefully the attendance will go up. I think more and more people are starting to go out and venture out and do some small things. Joe, welcome back from Facebook jail. It's a small show in a small town in Georgia with great guests and great food. HalloCon, a fantasy of horror convention, October 29th through 31st, and you can find the details at www.hallocon.com. Awesome. Seymour did a small con, but I already had COVID and couldn't go. Oh, I'm sorry. Nerdfest maybe in Woodbury. I haven't seen the dates for that one yet. Hopefully that will be coming up. Nita, getting dressed sucks. I'm out of practice. Yeah, it was kind of weird. I had to take my mom all over to take care of some things on Saturday. And we had garage sales and did all the things that she has not done because she has not left the house since last March, besides going to doctors. She really has not been out. So I took her all over. So I got dressed up a little fun. It was nice to wear something pretty and, something cute and pretty and actually like leave the house and have some fun. It does not happen very often. Joe will agree that the food in Facebook jail is lousy. It really is. Carl said, it's funny, been retired for over 2 years and I still get dressed every day like I'm going to work. Yeah, I can't do that. I work in my PJs. I pull my hair out. It's a short commute to my office desk. And I pretty much work on some device throughout the day because my kid is still doing the virtual classes. So I work on my stuff while he's working on his. It has been kind of convenient not to have to wear a bra for the most part of the last year, but unfortunately they do suck. I have to put one on and go run errands and look somewhat human. They really frown on you going out in fuzzy PJ bottoms and slippers. Yes, absolutely. We need Joseph to feel better. When you guys get to meet, he is an amazing person, and so is Seymour. I need a local steampunk convention. Is there any around? Christian says, Nita, getting dressed is overrated. I choose to go in the buff. So when you're doing your live streams, Christian, are you in the buff, everything that we can't see, or are you going to just like go for it and just like only show the top half? I'm kind of curious how that's going to happen when you're on camera. Dan says, well, there's his webzine is what I'm most famous for, a free SFNF creative writing e-zine that has been online since 1/27/97. It's permanent floating writer's workshop in a way. That is very cool. So definitely check him out and see what your thoughts are. And I'm sure it'll be a great source for a lot of people. Carl is a braggart. Yes, Carl does like to brag, but that's why we can pick on him. Christian says, Joseph, sign up for the YouTube page. We're celebrating the 25th anniversary of the TV movie with I'm going to say this so wrong. It's Chang Li at 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm really sorry, Christian, but I'm looking at that and I know I'm going to slaughter it. So I'm going to be politically correct and just not say it. And that's my warrior secret. Joseph says, I have another 2 or 3 work weeks before I go full release to drive and such. I can't wait. I can't imagine. It sucks being sick, and it sucks being on lockdown when you can't do anything or have the energy to do so. It's true. Christian is nude below the waist. I know because he sends me the pics all the time. Well, Brian, I'm so glad you enjoy his pictures. Christian, Brian really likes your pictures, so you need to keep it up. And send him maybe like double a day. Awesome, Joseph. You are already subscribed. Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pronounce Yi Ji Cho. Hopefully I said that right. It's putting on clothes, right? When the rest of us don't want to put on clothes and we have to, probably. The fact that you still want to get dressed is kind of sad because I really wouldn't get dressed if I didn't have a kid and my mother here. Guess Warrior Secret is out. If for anyone who's not aware, you need to find out more about Warrior Secret through author Michaela Jade. And you will know what the joke is about. Heather said, keep it. Yeah, never mind. See, this is where the Sass comes in. Have to have some fun. Thanks, Joseph. Well, I'm good for now. Have to get to the vaccine in about 90 days. That is awesome. I took my mom to get her second shot, and I am signing up to get mine shortly. I did talk to somebody that I was on the fence for a long time, and I talked to somebody who deals with the infectious control, and she definitely convinced me it was a good idea, especially with being high risk and my mom being high risk, and I want to have somewhat of a life, even though I don't go very far. Nita says, Carl, I'm lonely. My wife left me and I have no clothes. Why you picking on me? Well, Nita, you're more than welcome to come here with no clothes. I can be a stand-in wife. Okay, I'm going to leave that at that because I know she's blushing and putting her head down and shaking her head and probably going, man, Heather, you're not supposed to say things like that. So does anyone have any other things, since we are definitely getting into the peanut gallery and the Sass part of the conversation? I think I made Nita blush. Carl says, Nita, I'm not picking on you, Nita. Sorry that your wife is moving, though. I miss her too. Yes, we all miss Meredith. You definitely need to be looking forward to coming back. And there is Ted's Kickstarter. So please follow my Kickstarter for my new book, Grimm 101, launching next Sunday, April 25th. And there is the link. So go over to his Kickstarter, click the link, hit the remind button so that you get reminded when he launches. And if you can possibly share it out to your friends and family so that they may share it, like it, or love it. And no tears, Nina. She'll be back soon. Yeah, you're going to kill me when I get offline. I'm well aware. Thanks, Heather. Appreciate everything you do. Well, thank you, Ted. I appreciate everything you guys do too. And give your wife my love, please. I missed the green room, so I haven't seen either one of you in a while. I have to be feeling better and be awake past 10 o'clock. I haven't been doing that often. I think I'm going to wrap it up. If you have anything else that you'd like to add, please do so. If you're watching this after I've already gone offline, you can still drop your links. It'll still show up. And I do go back and I check them for new comments. Nita, I think that I have Meredith's cell number. I can call her for you, Nita. Aw. And Chris says hi back, Heather. Awesome. I hope she's good. And good night, Yanni. I hope you all have an awesome week. And I don't know if some of you saw, I posted a meme earlier this week, and it said not to, for people that want to put you in the box, and if that's the only way they're happy, prepare to disappoint them. Just a little bit of advice. You need to do what's right for you. Always listen to advice. You don't always have to take it, but don't contort yourself to be what somebody else wants you to be. Kick ass and be you. And I'm going to be saying goodnight to everybody. And thank you, Dan. So are you. I've been very lucky to meet some amazing people since I have been part of this comic world and navigating pretty much head first into it. And I'm grateful for all of you. Anita says, that's cute. You think I wouldn't have her number. I'm trying not to be needy. Aw. Have a good night, Carl. Have a good night, Joseph. Get some sleep, and I hope you feel better. And if you need anything, reach out. I'm not that far away. Absolutely don't forget that. I'm only like 20 minutes away from you. You all be good, kind of. Be kind of good. Be good enough. Get your work done. Kick ass in business and help each other. And I hope you all rise together in this rising tide. Good night.